How Yellowstone star filming new post-apocalyptic movie after Taylor Sheridan show's final season was like a glitch in the Matrix. Yellowstone's cast is going in a lot of different directions after working on the hit series. Some of them will stay in the universe by acting in the next installment of the Taylor Sheridan-created franchise. Though Yellowstone Season 5 has ended, the series will be getting a sequel show starring Beth and Rip. While other stars from the series are expected to be featured, this means that at the very least, Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser will stay in the Yellowstone universe in their next major project. Some of the show's ensemble members are relative newcomers, when other Yellowstone actors come from other established TV shows. Such is the case with Dawn Olivieri, who plays villain Sarah Atwood in the series. Prior to her appearance as a villain in the Sheridan series, Olivieri appeared in 41 episodes of the series House of Lies. Now she has grown more and more as a television actor, playing a role in 2 episodes of Lioness, as well as playing Claire Dutton in 1883. Olivieri is now in a new movie, which is very different from Yellowstone. Olivieri describes what it was like to go from Yellowstone to Homestead. In Homestead, Olivieri steps away from television to act in an action thriller movie. Homestead is a 2024 post-apocalyptic film about an ex-Green Beret who joins a doomsday prepper compound and unites with the residents after an attack on the United States sends the world into chaos. Olivieri plays one of the lead roles, taking on the part of Jenna Ross in the film. In addition to Olivieri, Homestead features a leading cast, including Neil McDonough, Susan Misner, Bailey Chase, Jessa Hutch, Kevin Lawson, and Kieran Giovanni. In an exclusive interview with Screen Rant, Olivieri explains how different it was going from Yellowstone to Homestead. The actor details that she had to film the roles back-to-back, with one being a villain and the other being a hero. She explained how the idea of the villain and the hero are forever interlocked, because you can't create a hero without having a villain. She decided to lean into the cool juxtaposition of these 2 figures, making the most out of these starkly different characters. Check out the full quote from Olivieri below. On their faces, Yellowstone and Homestead could not be more different, as they are made in separate mediums and with a different genre focus in mind. They both have elevated drama wherein loyalties are tested in a community. So while her character in Homestead was far afield from Sarah Atwood, there may have been threads of drama that Olivieri recognized. Luckily, she got this fascinating opportunity, allowing her to try very different types of roles at this stage of her career. When Yellowstone rode off into the Montana sunset after its final season, fans were left grappling with a world that suddenly felt a little too quiet. The sweeping ranch drama, which captured America's heart with its high-stakes family feuds and cowboy grit, ended not with a whimper but a surreal, almost existential bang. And for one of its stars, Luke Grimes, who played the contemplative yet rugged Case Dutton, the end was more than just a wrap on a beloved series. It was a full-blown glitch in the Matrix. I remember walking off set on the last day, Grimes said, eyes squinting in that familiar, soulful way that once conveyed volumes of Case's inner turmoil. It didn't feel real. The sky looked too perfect, the dust was hanging in the air just so. It was like the universe paused for a beat and asked, what now? What now indeed? Turns out, what came next for Grimes was a sharp turn from the wide-open ranges of Yellowstone to the scorched wastelands of a dystopian new film titled Ashfall Horizon. The post-apocalyptic thriller, currently shooting in the desolate outskirts of New Mexico, marks a bold new chapter for the actor, and one that eerily mirrors his own emotional terrain after leaving behind the world of the Duttons. I didn't think I'd do something like this right away, he admitted. But reading the script felt like déjà vu. Not because of the story, but because of the sense of unraveling. Like you're waking up from something you thought was real, only to realize you were in a dream the whole time. Directed by indie sci-fi maverick Odessa Lee, Ashfall Horizon imagines a future Earth where the sky is permanently gray and humanity is fractured into roving tribes of survivors after a global volcanic chain reaction blots out the sun. Grimes plays Jace Hartwell, a former climate scientist turned reluctant warlord with a haunted past and a knack for surviving against all odds. If that sounds like a far cry from the gravelly-voiced cowboy we came to love, well, yes and no. There's still that moral struggle, Grimes noted. Case always had this war inside him, a tension between peace and violence, duty and freedom. Chase is kind of the post-apocalyptic version of that. He's seen what trying to fix the world gets you. Now he's just trying to save what's left. The connection doesn't stop there. Lee revealed that she was drawn to Grimes specifically because of his work on Yellowstone. There's a quiet fury in him, she said. That's rare. I needed someone who could carry the weight of a world collapsing around him without needing to shout every emotion. Luke brings a kind of haunted nobility to Jace. Like he's already lived 10 lifetimes by the time the movie starts. Filming has reportedly been intense. Temperatures have soared over 100 degrees in the barren shooting locations. And the cast has undergone survivalist training to authentically portray the hardened edge of life after civilization. We eat out of tins, sleep on site, carry real gear, Grimes said with a grin. One night a dust storm hit and Odessa just yelled, "Keep rolling." I had sand in my ears for days, but the shot was amazing. Despite the gritty conditions, Grimes admits there's something cathartic about the experience. After Yellowstone, I wasn't sure what reality I belonged in. That show shaped my life. Then it was over. This film, it's like I stepped into a parallel universe. Like the Matrix glitched and spit me out into a world that feels both totally alien and eerily familiar. He pauses, then chuckles. Maybe I'm still in a dream. Maybe Yellowstone was the real apocalypse. Though he delivers the line with his signature dry humor, there's a deeper truth simmering under the surface. The show's final season, with its dark turns and poetic reckonings, left many of the actors feeling like they were living through their own kind of ending. There was a day toward the end, Grimes recalled, when Kevin Costner turned to me and said, "You realize we've been pretending to be this family longer than some people stay married." And that hit me. The illusion was so strong, it became part of us. Now, as the illusion fades and the dust settles, Grimes is forging new mythologies. Ones that reflect a different kind of survival, one less tethered to the American West and more to the raw bones of human resilience. As Ashfall Horizon barrels toward its late 2025 release, the buzz is already building. Test footage shown at a recent industry showcase left attendees stunned by the film's tactile intensity and bleak beauty. Lee's use of practical effects and long takes is being hailed as a throwback to the kind of immersive, world-building sci-fi not seen since Children of Men or The Road. It's not about the explosions, Grimes said. It's about the silences. The moments where a character just stands there and watches the ash fall like snow. There's horror in that, and grace too. And so in the wake of Yellowstone's grand finale, Luke Grimes finds himself walking another desolate road, one strewn not with cattle bones, but collapsed cities and shattered ideals. Yet even in this crumbled world, the spirit of Case Dutton lingers. "He's still with me," Grimes confessed. "Just weathered, burned by the sun, but somehow still standing." From the ranch to the ruins, it seems Luke Grimes was always meant to carry stories of survival. Only now, instead of horses, he rides a rusted-out truck. And instead of looking for home, he's trying to build one. Ash and all.